Should be live now. Turn that off. Right. Talk about Wick. Who's Wick? Me. See. Couple minutes in. Already got a see. Hold on. Let me do the admin. Do I think we're sounding all right? We're looking okay, but a wee bit ugly. But not much you can do about that. So as is typical, we're late. And by myself. And Mark thinks he has a good enough excuse, but I don't really think it's good enough. He's at the game, but I think it was the wrong choice. In my opinion, shouldn't have went. Should have been here with me. We've got some regulars in the building. How are you guys? I don't even actually know the lineup yet. Santiago in the building with the popcorn. Connect Reel with the inside. And he's watching the game with us today. Hold on. I'm so old, slow and disorganised. Haven't even seen the lineups yet. I have it playing there. What I'll do is I'll guess the lineup. And will I bother to do what I want to see? I'll guess the actual lineup in case I do see it. David Nets. He's not going to drop Wan-Bissaka, so it'll be Wan-Bissaka. It'll be Varane and Maguire. Luke Shaw, obviously. McFred. He's definitely going to go back to McFred, isn't he? Mason on the right or on the left, obviously because he was rested the last game, although he should have come on. Bruno, he's not dropping Bruno. On the left, Sancho. I seen him warming up there, but it's either Sancho or Pogba. He's not going to drop Pogba. No, Pogba's playing. It'll be Pogba, and he can't drop Ronaldo because he substituted him so early, so he can't drop him. Connect Rail says the midfield pivot gives me nightmare. So by that I assume it is actually McFred in the middle. Big Roy Keane on the screen. What we could do with a player like him at the minute. Santiago got the guess correct. 10 out of 10. There's 11 players, Santiago, but I know what you mean. 11 out of 11. Yeah, that's his strongest team, really, isn't it? No, I would like to see. I would like to have seen Scott and Pogba in the middle, and Sancho and Greenwood on the wings. And I would like to. I was going to say I would have liked to maybe seen Dello, but I think West Ham were too strong to risk it. And if he was going to drop Wan-Bissaka, that's a bit of a... Wan-Bissaka is still quite young. It'd be... Although, supposed to be a great man manager, but saying nothing. But he might be just a wee bit too young to drop after a bad performance. That's Can be a bit rough. Let me see what's going on here. DDD. Let me just check what else is going on. Make sure everything's all right in the background. So, Santiago and Connect Rail, what are your scoreline predictions? I think they're going to be probably a bit negative today. We're on a bit of a downer after such a high point, the Newcastle game. I'm going to go with 2 each. 2 each. I don't think... I do not think... I don't think we're going to grab this opportunity to go top of the league again. Although we would have to win 3-0, I think, or by 3 goals. Isn't that right? Eagle Eye Football is in the building. Santiago, I forgot to drop one for you. Connect Rail, here's dropping one for you. And if you don't know, Northern Irish slang means dropping one means farting. So smells in here now. Eagle Eye McFred is back. Donny, pack your bags. Yeah. Didn't even mention Donny there, actually. Donny. Poor Donny. How? Cheapers me, Donny. Let's not think about him. Let's not think about him. Connect Ronaldo hyping the squad. I only read the news line about it. Apparently Rio was saying that Ronaldo should have been told to sit down, and the way Ronaldo likes to do that from if he's being substituted or he's on the bench, he likes to. You see that famous picture where he was behind. Who's he behind? Was it for Portugal? The Portugal manager, and he's behind, and they're both doing the same movement, and he's right behind him, acting as if he's the manager. But Ollie's never going to tell him to sit down. Ollie hasn't the plums. Santiago says thinking 2-1 or 2-0. That I assume, Varane gives me confidence, so that's 2 United. Connect Rail, I feel like a 3-1 win, but I also feel like we can lose 2-0. Cheapers. Do you also think we could draw? Hedging your bets there. Aaron says, why is Mark not doing a live correspondence from Old Trafford? He probably because he's not at Old Trafford, because we're away today, aren't we? Hold on, because my whole set, I have to do the whole setup. We're away. We're at the London Stadium, so it'd probably be quite foolish of him to be doing a live correspondence from Old Trafford. But I'll take your point. Yeah, no, haven't heard a word from him today. Nope, haven't heard a word. Could have had a live wee call in. He could Skype in. I could actually maybe. No, well, he's not going to be doing that. Starting off poorly from Aaron, yes, okay from the ground then. Yeah, no, he's going to be too busy. He's going to be wrapped up. But apparently, we put on one of our group chats that he's meeting a West Ham legend after the game. And did we have any questions? Asked which West Ham legend it is, we don't know. So any guesses who that could be? Let us know. Apparently Ronaldo complained to the ref. Yep. We're away. Yep. And Aaron says we need a 3-0 win to get it back up top. Yeah. My prediction was 2 each. I don't think we've got the plums. 2 each. I think Mason will get one and Ronaldo will get one, but I just can't see us winning today. I don't know. It's probably just because of how I'm feeling about the young boys game. Aaron says yes. What's a West Ham legend? Clubs won AFL. You don't have to win anything to have a legend. Look at Newcastle. Shearer's a legend. They never won nothing. Look at Spurs. Who they got? Ginola. Ginola is Spurs legend. They've never won nothing. Connect Real says Noble. Yeah, well, I tell you what, history will be kind to Noble. He's currently the longest serving. I think I seen that start of the season. The longest serving servant of any Premier League team. It's got to count for something. Ryan Giggs had that for a while, I think, didn't he? Or was that... oh, no, who was that? The Everton player. Who was the Everton player that has the all-time... is that current as well? My memory's shocking. The Everton player that has the appearance record. I think it's more than Giggs. Let me know in the comments, folks. And also let us know in the comments if you've any questions that we can feed Mark for his meeting with Chicharito. Now there's a West Ham legend, the little P, and there's the Premier League table today. So obviously Chelsea and is it later Chelsea? There's a big game, isn't it? It's like Chelsea and Spurs or something like that. Yeah, Chelsea and Spurs. So Chelsea and Spurs after this. So Chelsea and United both on 10 points, 4 games played. Liverpool currently top on 13 points. So we could go first if we win by 3 goals. And just joint first if we get the win. Obviously, Man City dropping points yesterday against Southampton, which is good. Giant killers this year, Southampton. Here comes the buys. So I can get confirmation of my 11 out of 11 estimation. Yep. Harry Maguire somehow, for some reason, wearing the captain's armband, coming out first. Big Dave back to his best, arguably you would say. Scott back from an injury. Mason back from being arrested. Aaron Wan-Bissaka back from spending the night in jail. And there he is. Ronaldo back for good. Back home. Even though we're away. But that is just the weirdest thing ever, though. What's the bubbles thing about? Come on, wise up. Like, that would be... If I was a professional footballer and I was like, right, there's 2 clubs in for you. There's Everton and there's West Ham. I'd be like, see, West Ham are the better team at the minute, really, aren't they? Everton's a bit... It's a bit all over the place. West Ham are the better team. But what's that nonsense about the bubbles? You have to walk out and you walk through bubbles and people are talking about bubbles and everyone's singing songs about Michael Jackson's Pet Monkey and all this nonsense. I'll go to Everton. Thanks. That would be it. That would be the deciding factor. There he is. David Moyes. He does look like a giant scrotum. I'm just saying it. Just putting it out there. I do apologise, actually. Apologies. I don't have a button I don't have an apology button. He looks like...
These nuts.
Doesn't he? I'm just going to double down because I can't apologise. Nikola Vlasic, new guy. He'll be somebody to look out for today, and I can't believe I just said that because he's definitely going to score now. Jared Bowen, like muscly Dan James. Like that, and I'm just putting it out there, it doesn't look like that team shouldn't scare you, but we know how well they're playing. A scrotum, connect real. A scrotum, he looks like...
These nuts.
And there we have confirmation. David De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Rafael Varane, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, McTominay and Fred in the midfield. Yo, Fred has to have a big game. Mason Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba. Love seeing Mason back. Mason gives me hope. As Santiago there was saying, Varane gives him hope. Mason gives me hope. And that picture of Ronaldo looks awful. That's definitely been photoshopped. I suppose they wouldn't have had an opportunity to take the photo really help, would they? There we go. There's the boys. We should be winning this game. That's an unreal lineup, except for the midfield. There's an interesting point there from Rich. Shout out Eagle Eyed Football. Go over and subscribe to him. He's the main man. Says, wasn't Ollie meant to start playing 4-3-3? Yep. The rumours of that rather quickly disappeared, didn't they? Aaron also saying, thank goodness Antonio is missing 100%. Actually, let me check, because I haven't looked at my Fantasy Premier League team since the start of the season, because I put it in too late and missed the first week, so just there's no point. Even though I am, of course I'm last in the league, but I'm only last by like 16 points. And that's without round one, where I had Bruno captain, where he scored a hat-trick, and Mason vice-captain. So I was in for a big week there. Let me see, who is in my team? I think I put Antonio in. I did! And he's in there. How many points has he got? 39 points. It's quite good. Also have Lukaku. Probably the only one in the league. Let me just check it. Probably the only one in the league that there's Luke Gurley in the building. He could maybe tell me. Am I the only one in the league that didn't change the whole team to put Ronaldo in? No, actually the leader doesn't have it. There's a couple boys. Even a United chap there hasn't even put him in. I definitely would have. Just straight away captained him. And it would have been a good shout as well. Because you're not in it. Why not? Not be bothered. Where's the part-timer? He's actually, and it seems like an elaborate scheme. Elaborate bit of, we've kicked off. Wait. No!
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
Boobs. Absolute boobs. Show me the timer. Oh, you big boob head. There, that should be us now. And we're off. West Ham starting the game. See, that's shocking. Already, what have we got? 0% possession? Ollie out. Just joking. Varane there, very, very good defending there. Very good, as you would expect. Connect with Eagle Eye. We were, but you know Ollie lies. Yes, hashtag Ollie is a liar. We should be dominating games with this squad. We most definitely should. Take a wee. Let's not panic too much. You know, manager's not going anywhere anytime soon. Got to give the squad time to jail, because four signings in, 3 really meaningful ones. It's going to disrupt the whole flow of the squad in general. So we've got to give it a bit of time. New striker, new centre back, new winger. Even if there is such thing as a winger anymore, but that's going to have a big effect on the way we play. So just give it a bit of time to gel. And then just come back here in about an hour's time when we're 3-0 down. I'll not be saying anything like that. Look, I can't be arsed, he says. Yeah, I don't know why I bother, because 2 weeks in, I just forget about it every week. Yeah, it's just, what's the point? Would have been handy something to talk about on this, and I genuinely was trying this year, but I missed the first week, so it's just literally no point whatsoever. Mike Hawks in the mall. New chap around here, I think. That's bound to be somebody I know. Says, hello, mate. Love your work. Thanks very much. Just wondered whether you had any further ideas on whether or not they should introduce more. It's not football related, so I'll move on.
These nuts.
Connect with us says Varane brings calmness. Yes, he does. Tons of experience. McTominay there clearing the ball away for West Ham. Luke says, do you really want Ollie sacked, Brood? I think the board need to be careful as to how they move with him. I'm in a weird position. I love the guy, obviously. I just don't think he's good enough. And long term, I don't think he's the right option. But if he was to be sacked, say like we'll lose today and he's sacked tomorrow, like it would feel like our progress would be getting knocked back quite a bit. If you know what I mean, like it would be like back to the drawing board, not expected to win anything again for 2-3 years, more signings in and out for no guaranteed success. And you hear all this, well, who's out there at the minute? What manager's out there? Actually, somebody lying injured. I think it might be Pogba. He seems to be quite badly injured. He's rolling about. Yes, it is Pogba. With his hair matching the kit. Looks nice. He was very happy about that. He must have heard what I was saying. Oh, we got trod on the side of the foot. Let's say it again, slow mo. Ah, get up, you big girl, ye. Nipped him. I genuinely thought he was clotheslined or something there. The way he was rolling about. Still rolling about. There's us playing for the final whistle already. Most assists after 4 games. Paul Pogba with 7. Record, isn't it? Oh, well, obviously there's the other ones, Fabregas. Anyone, I asked the question earlier, who was the Everton player with the all-time appearance record? Luke might know that as they're his bitter rivals. Shout out Mike Hawk and them all. That's a sore one, to be fair to him. It's not a 3-minute roll around. Give me some water. Come on, man. We're playing for time here, Rich. That's all it is. You made me feel bad now. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. And we're back off. Speaking of back offs, Lex has no idea. Who was it? It was a defender. I just can't remember his name. It wasn't he who shall not be named. A certain Scandinavian chap. What as well? What's going on with the Mendy situation? That seems to be swept under the rug quite a lot. If I was a United player, that would be all over the joint. You wouldn't hear the end of it. Sky Sports have been mentioning it. Oh, and there's no place for Rolf Harris today on the pitch. Wonder why that is. No, it wasn't Hibbert. Henningberg. No, not Henningberg. Oh, right, the Scandinavian chap. No, not him. The current chap. going to trial in January. Maybe that's why they can't talk about it, because it's pending. Nobody wants to put their neck out there. Ronnie Johnson, no, not him. It's an Everton player. I heard the case will be resumed next year, January, still in jail. But nobody's talking about it. Like, not even, like, just like, I'm not talking about the big corporations and stuff, just people in general aren't talking about it. It's just swept under. But you can guarantee if it was a United player, you wouldn't hear the end of it. It'd be all over social media all the time. Just swept under the rug. Barely even really heard about it. Although, I suppose it's probably safer to... Although, he's in jail, so they must have enough evidence for it, so he's done it. So, like, we heard a lot more. We heard a lot more about Maguire's situation in Greece. That was everywhere for weeks. And there we are, eagle-eyed, spoiling it. And also, and still need the answer for the Everton player with the all-time appearance record. I could Google it, but I want to either remember his name myself, or somebody will give me it. And there's Ferbs in the building. Shout out Ferbs. Inside. And back to that, what Connect Real was saying, he really liked the song that I made. Yep. Mm-hmm. Did you like my afraid giving up all the way again? Did you like my my accent that I attempted? Shout out to Bernadre and Chino. That's Verbs just reminded me of that. Bloody love Verbs' accent. Everyone sees City as saints. I suppose. They're just maybe just not really interesting enough. You know, it's not authentic. They don't have history. It doesn't feel authentic, the club. Although they're doing as much as they possibly could for how young their success is. Doing a lot for the local area and things like that. Even what Pep said the other couple of days back about asking people to come and watch the games. Flip me. How embarrassing. And then he was calls from the apologise, and thankfully he didn't. Good turn there from McTom. Come on, Bruno, make a move. Bit of dilly-dally in here. 30 yards out. And back to Varane. Everything was spot on. I've just Ollie got me. He got me in that mood. Got me feeling like that. Brought out my inner Bernadre. Aaron says, I win not, or should say will not. I will not pass remark on Fred. I will not pass remark on Fred. I will not pass remark on Fred. A couple more times, and then he said, for fuck's sake, Fred. I think I should be hitting this button more often.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
Anytime Fred misplaces a pass.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
Every time Bruno does something good or bad.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Every time we see Moyes.
These nuts.
I've actually forgot what this one is.
Yeah, but I'm not here for fucking swearing.
Oh, yeah. It's my favourite one. Anytime I swear, I'll hit that one. Santiago says we actually look good on the ball. It looks very conservative, but probably the right thing at the minute. Just trying to keep the ball, keep the pressure off us, because we don't seem to cope with it that well at the minute. Thanks to a certain manager. Mason down the right. Mason always looks like he's going to do something, but curse of the commentator gives it away. Ogbonna there quickly across to snuff out the danger. Tell you what, you might not know, but it gets bloody roasting in the studio. And I like calling it the studio. Makes it look cooler, or sound cooler. Yeah, it gets really, really, really hot. Because the lights and the computers and the TVs and the machine gets really hot really quick. So I have to keep my refreshments going. Well, anyway, how are you guys? Any more score predictions, people? I'm going 2-2. We had a 2-0, 2-1 from Santiago. I recall. Connect Real, what was yours again? Corner in, cleared by West Ham. What do we have? Connect Real. Yeah, he said 3-1 win or 2-0 loss. Connect loves this button.
These nuts. Got him!
Go on, Ronnie. Releases Bruno down the left. Return the pass. Return the pass. Quick. Poor cross. Come on, Bruno. You haven't scored or assisted for 10 minutes. You're about to be sold. Come on, Mason. What on earth was that, Bruno? You just fell over and headbutted someone. Aaron says 3-0. That's very defeatist. I think we'll only lose 1 or 2. Bruno gets one on the nugget. Santiago says, speaking of refreshments, did you see the flat Pepsi comment from Philly? No. Please do let us know. And why can nobody... I'll have to Google it now for flip's sake. The Everton all-time appearance. I think I must be talking nonsense. Here's West Ham are in. Very, very close to conceding there, United. And here's me bloody Googling Everton players. I could very much be talking nonsense here. Oh, no. It wasn't for Everton. That's not what I'm talking about. It's for in the Premier League. But he was playing for Everton at the time. Was it Arteta? No. Barry, that's who it was. Bloody Gareth Barry. Flip's sake. Gareth Barry, yep. Has the record over Giggsy. Bloody tube. Gareth Barry. Jimmy Greaves says, Aaron, no. I said Premier League. He's a bit older than that. What a block from Connect Real. From Armand Bissaka says Connect Real. Yep. He needs it. I said at the start, he needs to have a great game. Actually, not what Fred was talking about, but the both of them need to have big games today. And where are the plenty of people still on their backs. Philly, referring to Phil Jones, spoke out against the Twitter criticism. Did you see the flat Pepsi? Oh, I didn't see it. I heard somebody talking about it, actually. Yeah, he's human, like, and people go, "Oh, well, you make too much money to have mental issues and to not be annoyed by people." No, they're still human. Everything's relative, really, isn't it? You gotta imagine the pressure that he's under, going to hospital every day. Ferb says, "What's McGuire doing?" I think I missed it googling appearance leaders. The answer was Gareth Barry. By the way, if anybody's interested, it wasn't Everton appearance. That's where I was going wrong. It was the Premier League appearance, but he was playing for Everton. I think it was his last team was Everton. Wow, this I spoke way too much about Everton in this game. We'll have to concentrate more on the actual football. Aaron says, "Didn't hear the question, just throwing out names." That's a very weird thing for somebody to be doing. Just on the stream, just typing out names. Varane across. Good clearance. Well, good tackle. Wan-Bissaka, stand him up. Semi-block on the cross. Could have been dangerous, but it falls to Pogba at the back post. And here we've got Fred. Come on, everybody off your seats. Ronnie very, very deep. Ronnie with his trademark little bit of touch and just fall over. We nudge in the back and off over he goes. Aaron again with the random names. I'm guessing Adam Johnson's going to be the next one.
These nuts.
That wasn't because I'd said Adam Johnson's, because Moyes was on the screen. I've got to try and remember every time Moyes gets on the screen, he gets this.
These nuts. Got him.
For reasons that I discussed at the start of the match. If you missed it, you miss out. Although you could just go back, but it's not worth it. You know, it's great when you're live and somebody puts on the tumble dryer right beside you. Don't know if you could hear that. I probably shouldn't have said that, because now you're going to be hearing it. You'll be like, oh, that's annoying. Bruno at left back here. Varane gets ahead to it. Doesn't get too much distance, but Dave with the save with the feet. Second shot just over the bar. Flip. We're under the cosh now, boys. Under the cosh. No good chances yet for United. Plenty for West Ham. Things need to change. That was a phenomenal ball there. Early cross to the back post. McTominay got nutsed by Bowen. McTominay quite weak there, I think. Here. Should have been up and getting something into that. Gets nutsed. Dave, he saved it. Worked out in the end, but that... You'd have thought he should have just gathered that up with his hands instead of kicking it back out. Yep, I shouldn't have pointed out the tumble dryer. But you know what the situation is, where I am and where it is. Connect real. Our midfield is so open, it reminds me of my mate-sized girlfriend.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Mixed soup in the house. That's Santiago's favourite, mixed soup. More like Mick Poop.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
See, you don't even need Mark if you got this soundboard. I can have a conversation just with myself a lot easier. And you don't have to listen to his nonsense. Although we do miss you though, Mark. Come on, we need you back. On that, actually, what's our next game? Right, now, hold on, we're on the attack here. Oh, little wee Ronaldo chop there from Wan-Bissaka. Plays the 1-2, crosses it in. Deflected, goes nowhere. Fred gets sold a dummy and is left behind. Maguire, don't mess it up. Nice football from United. They're very, very calm. Didn't panic. Kept possession. Now we're back on the attack. That was very good. I like that. Ronnie with the ball, running at the defence. Takes out his right straight at the keeper. You love seeing Ronaldo right in that position there. Couple of wee step overs. Gets it on his right foot. Just didn't aim it right. Aaron says, pudding and minerals. He loves a bit of context there, Aaron, so he does. West Ham again. Poor ball from them, but plenty of space down the right-hand side there. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was tucked in. That was a better pass. He was right through. Wan-Bissaka's positioning there was poor. Ah, I get you. He's filling in for Mark. Just putting in there Mark's best bits. Pudding and minerals. Someone through the back of Bruno there, but he'll be up right and quick. Don't you worry about that. Ronaldo's so deep. Like look at us right now. Right now, Ronaldo's just give the ball to Shaw. Nobody at the spearhead. Ronaldo's deep left. Greenwood's deep right. Nobody in the middle. Pogba very central as well. It's almost as if we are playing like a 4-4-2 with Bruno a wee bit deeper. Come on, Mason. I'm telling you, Mason's scoring today, boys. Mason's going to score. Bruno slings it in. Good clearance. We've got a corner. Good. Let's stay up this end of the pitch, please. Come on, boys. Now's your opportunity. Falls to Bruno, hits it. Oh, it's off the post. Deflected and under the post. Back to Bruno again, back post. No, cleared. Hopefully that audio sound a wee bit better now. Best chance of the game for United there. Ronaldo deep again, nobody in the box. Pogba most advanced now. Greenwood Greenwood. I always get so on edge when Greenwood has it because you know he can just shoot at any moment. Shaw with a decent shot from outside the box, but easily gathered. Just Greenwood with the ball. Just anywhere, you could just feel like he could just snap a shot in at any moment. It's so exciting to see. And there's it there. What a save. Bruno with the half volley, was it? Yep. Bruno with the half volley. Keeper gets tips to it. And hits the post. Ferbs, yeah, I was actually about to make this point. Ferbs, why is he trying to hold Varane's hand? He's got to pay his attention to his man and the danger, talking about Armand Bissaka. 100%, I've heard so many people talk about this, and they blame Lindelof for it. They say Wan-Bissaka's got to tuck in so tight to protect Lindelof and all this nonsense. You see it happening here with Varane. His positioning sometimes can be poor, and it's mental how it's went from he was like our most assured member of the back four, like first pick, like he's solid, don't have to worry about him. Wan-Bissaka, great defensively, don't worry about him. And then it's just slowly drifting, whereas people have figured him out, opposition teams have figured him out. But is his poor positional sense, as we see all the time, is that the reason why he's constantly having to make these slide tackles? That's another reason why I see these people are calling for him to play CDM. It's I couldn't imagine a worse player. Well, I could. Fred. But for calling him, he's far too single-footed. He's right foot. I don't think he's ever touched the ball with his left. And his best attribute sliding. You don't want your CDM constantly sliding about. Or I've heard people talking about playing him at centre back. West Ham with deflected shot and it's in. Fuck's sake.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
It's deflected, so who can you blame? But there's got to be blame somewhere. Let's see it again here. West Ham playing in from wide. Wan-Bissaka deflected in, but you can't blame him for a deflection. He's got far too much time. Where is Fred? Where is McTominay? That's McTominay's out of position there. It wasn't Wan-Bissaka, it was Varane. Hits off Varane's side and goes in. Again, can't blame anybody for the deflection. He tries to block it. Why is Greenwood closest to trying to get a block on that? Where's Fred and McTominay? Right beside each other, McTominay out of position. Absolutely shocking. Frustrating stuff. Here's the old stat gets trotted out over and over again. Points won from losing positions. United 32, Liverpool. Was it Leicester or Liverpool? It's just disappeared there. The next base was 20. And what is that, a good thing? Ronaldo didn't make the jump. Is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? Just shows how often we go behind. What was that? It's a good thing that we have bounce back ability, but it's not a good time. We're always going behind. That's what she said.
These nuts.
But if you remember, look back to last season, second half FC. It shouldn't still be a thing with this team. But let me just shut up because. Well, no. I was going to say it was deflected goal, not much you can do about it, but you can't. I called it 2 each. I think I'd be happy with 2 each now. Away to West Ham is a tough game, but we should be winning. Ronaldo's in. Ronaldo's in. Chops it back. Oh, he's wasted the opportunity. Pogba dives over. No penalty. Could that moment be pivotal? Wan-Bissaka there with great movement. Shoots it. The keeper saves it. Flip me. Ronaldo and Wan-Bissaka there just completely switched positions. Ronaldo was clean through, made a Horlicks of it. Another Northern Irish saying, made a Horlicks of a great ball there from McTominay, I think that was. That cut back just too much, loses the ball. Then Wan-Bissaka does the opposite on the other side, beats 2 men, gets a shot off. Corner. Luke Shaw whips it in, and it's cleared. Come on, Fred. Do something good. Brilliant from Fred. Past it. Ronaldo's in. Ronaldo's in. It's a goal. Is it offside? Yes. Get up now.
Yeah, but I'm not here for fucking swearing.
Yes. Get in. That was a great ball from Fred. Aaron, shut your face. And also, oh no, he's on. He's on. His shoulders behind the foot. Great ball from Bruno. Ronaldo gets two bites at the cherry. There, they're checking VAR here. Hold on. Oh,
These nuts.
some ways. He's onside. Yeah, it's a goal. It's never going to get old. 789 goals in the 1,080 something. Disappeared very quick. Yes! Unbelievable stuff. That's it. Come on, boys. Eagle-eyed. If McFred would be the death of the club, I think that's slightly hyperbolic, Rich, a bit dramatic. The weakest link in the squad, or in the first 11, perhaps. Death of the club, probably not. But I get your point. A bit of hyperbole there in the stream. He also says we drew 2 each to West Ham. Brad, you should be aiming higher. So you're thinking awfully low of your own club there, Rich. 4 goals in 3 games, says Rich for CR7. Yep. The ultimate goal poacher. I think, if I remember correctly, I think Mark has quite a whack of money on Ronaldo winning the Golden Boot, top scorer of the season. Barring something horrific happening, it's looking good. Pogba spread it out. Perfect. Like Wan-Bissaka. Come on, Aaron. McTominay with the world's worst pass. McTominay has been...
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Had some good moments, some bad moments. But I blame him for the goal. And yeah, I would need to see it back again, but it appears he was out of position. Here we're seeing the Ronaldo goal again. Phenomenal ball from Bruno. Onside. Poor first shot from Ronaldo, but the poacher extraordinaire follows up. Prods at home. 1 each. Ferb says, happy to be back in the game, but we can't rely on Ronaldo/Bruno to bail us out every time. Yeah, I know. But you know what we can rely on? Ollie bringing both of them off at the exact same time for Jesse Lingard and Nemanja Matic. Like all great managers would do. Absolute piss take. I'm still annoyed by that game.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
I'm hitting that button every time someone comes on the screen. Does Bruno get an assist for the Ronaldo goal? Yeah. Good question. I actually don't think he does. You thinking of your fantasy league points? I would be annoyed if I still played it, if he didn't get it. Ferbs there with a damning comment on McTominay. What has Scott done in a good sense? Absolutely nothing but gave the ball away. He played that phenomenal ball through to Ronaldo, which Ronaldo then made a Horlicks of before the goal. It was a very good ball. I think it was him. And there he is on the ball now in the box. Pulls it back. Very nearly very good. He's doing more in an attacking wise, in a more advanced role. He's looking good. That's being the good side. Defensively, he's looked poor. Bruno with a pass to nobody. Fred recovers well. Fred's been okay the last 10 minutes. You gotta say, Ollie's. I need to stop clicking that. You can probably hear it. Ollie is sticking by his guns, to be fair to him. Sticking by his main two and sticking by Wan-Bissaka. Sticking by his decision to disrespect Donny van der Beek. I really want Sancho to come on and show why he went for the price that he did. We haven't seen it yet, really. We've seen little flashes. We haven't seen enough. There's Ronaldo there busting a gut to get back. There's three of us. And like Shaw with a great sliding tackle there. That Bowen did very well there, to be fair to him. Did very well to get through. But I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Ronaldo sprinting back there to help two other players. Conserve your energy. Score update. Brighton 1-0 up against Leicester. Mopay penalty. You're a cheat. You're a cheat and I hope you get relegated. If you know, you know. Filthy scum. Filthy scum. If you know, you know. Let me know in the comments there if you know what I'm referring to. Cheat. I hope you get relegated. Give you a clue. If these were red. Every time I see Mopay like on the score sheet or something, I always remember that. Phenomenal stuff. Ronaldo takes a shot. Keeper bobbles it but gathers it. I would love to be. I would love to get the insight sitting here, like as a West Ham fan or any other team that is playing against us. Is it nervy playing this? You know, we've got Ronaldo there. Can just pull something out of the hat at any moment. You've constantly got to be. Vlasic there with a great opportunity. Should have done better. Goal kick. Yeah, as I was saying, Ronaldo at any moment could just finish the game against you. Mason, the same. Bruno, the same. Pogba, the same. Rich, let us know. And we'll have to do a joint stream, Rich, when it comes to we play you. That will be very, very interesting, I think. Look how deep Ronaldo is there. Like, I know you're a machine of a man, you know, you're not human. But just stay in the box. That's where we need you. Poacher extraordinaire. Greenwood whips it in. Well defended. West Ham have done very well in the air so far. Good interception there by Fred. But free kick. Yeah, can I agree with Scott looks good going forward. Yes, his best moments have been that, but defensively has looked poor. Sanchez gives Scott a chance, only back from injury. Well, this is his chance. We're seeing it. He doesn't look like he doesn't look off the pace. He just looks.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
And then Ferb's saying exactly just back after 3-4 weeks shouldn't be starting already. Interesting take on the point there from Ferbs. You always rely on a good point from him. Bruno there with a risque pass, but comes off. Here's Scott again, the man of the moment we're talking about. Plays it safe. Nice bit of possession retaining football there from United. Mason, do something. We know you can do it. And return to him. Too late. Like I'm sitting there going, here, do this, pass it there. Like looking from here, just basically talking nonsense. Imagine like the players could Pogba a wide shot. Like I could hear people saying that, like as they're playing, they'd just be like, "Shut up!" Like, have you any idea how difficult that was to do? How risky that was? What you just said I should have done. Shut up. Bit more crisp in your mouth. Connect with. I really wish Mopay scores the winner against Arsenal. I want to hear what Ty will say. Yeah. You're a cheat, filthy scum. I hope you get relegated. Phenomenal. Ronaldo, Maguire, pointless. Good header from Maguire there. Bruno, silky touch as always. A corner. What was? I don't even think I had a question, Rich. Did I? Oh, I did. I want to hear from any non-United teams. Just couldn't think of what the best way of saying that was. Any neutral fans, that's the best way. If, like, for example, West Ham at the minute, if I could ask a West Ham fan now, is it scary playing against United? Given the fact that Ronaldo can just pull something out of anywhere at any moment. Same with Pogba, same with Fernandes, same with Greenwood even. Just pull something out of nowhere. Do you get like nervy when like we'll get near the box, or when you see us breaking, or are you like, at the end of the day it's all right? That was my question. I also said that we need to do a joint watch along for when we play each other. West Ham cross it in. Fred with the headed clearance. Not often you say that. And half time, one each, and nobody told me or reminded me, but I did myself, to put the 1-0 or the scoreline. It's not as easy as it looks, right? Just because I make it look easy doesn't mean it is. It's not easy being cheesy. What was that? What's it? Speaking of what's this, right? It's time for it. What's your favourite flavour of crisps? In memorandum of Mark. He didn't die or nothing. He's just not here again. At the game, he says. I've seen no evidence of that so far. Let me check. Nope, nothing on social media. Don't believe him. Let me check it again. Let me check it. Not a single thing on social media. Poor. Don't even believe him. He's not. He just couldn't be bothered making up an excuse. Yeah, no, he's there. Yeah, he's definitely there. Oh, jeepers. Just looking at his Instagram, yeah, he can do quite a bit of filming for Instagram, but he can't send over any clips, any photos. He can't, he's on his phone, so he's on Instagram. Can't call in here and say hello and then piss off again as he normally does. Verb says ketchup and salt and vinegar. Ketchup / salt and vinegar. Ketchup or salt and vinegar. I actually don't think I've ever tried the ketchup ones. I've heard good things. I'm a prawn cocktail type of guy. I don't eat fish. Absolutely bogging. Is that Ronnie? There he is. Oosh! What is this advert? Why has he got so many phones? That's not becoming of a religious man. Just slammed his phone against the ground in the middle of a ceremony. Sacked. Rich. Yeah, so Rich says, the attack is frightening, but you give teams a chance with poor ball retention. It's actually, we've been better today at that. Defensively should have been better on the goal. He had far too much time to take that shot. But again, on top of that, a deflected goal, you're always like, it's as much luck as anything. But our two centre midfielders were nowhere to be seen, to the point where Greenwood is trying to make a last ditch sliding block. But no, our possession stats, I should have that up actually. I'm wondering if there'll be a widget for it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at where can I find them? The current statistics of the game. West Ham. I don't want bloody West Ham stats. Oh, there we are. Trusty old Sky Sports. Yes, we are currently on 63% possession. 11 total shots to West Ham's 6. 7 shots on target from United to West Ham's 2. 2 block shots to West Ham's 1. 93.3% possession. We're seeing the Benrahma goal again here. I've just missed that. Let me see it again. There's Pogba's there. Yeah, McTominay sucked across, but not a great angle. Breaks down Fred with a poor attempted slide tackle. It seems harsh to blame anyone, really. McTominay was marking somebody. Maybe Mason wasn't tucked in enough because the play had been dragged across. You would need to really go into depth in that goal, but again, blocked. Deflected goals. Give it a chance. And here's Ronaldo's goal as well. So Fred there, that was a fantastic ball there from Fred on the half volley. And then Bruno with an even better ball. Ronaldo does what Ronaldo does. Poacher extraordinaire. Back to the stats, 93.3% pass percentage success. 6 corners to West Ham's none. Same fouls. So, on paper, we're by far the most dominant team. But football is not played on paper, it's played on the pitch. And there's Sarnes, Graham Sarnes. Whoever wants to see Sarnes? That's the question I keep asking. Although, I suppose it's interesting, really, isn't it? Seeing a pudding pundit talking nonsense week in, week out. I'm sure he is good for the ratings. He's not good for the. Where are they? I've seen the background there. I've seen that they're not. Where are they? Why are they sitting in an empty stadium? Must be for the Spurs game. Santiago, speaking about the goal, Fred was nowhere to be seen on the wing. McTominay tried to leave his man and get in front of the shot, but yeah, awful position and unlucky deflection. Yeah. I think that needs a couple more viewings of that. The deflection, yeah. Herbs, not much better. West Ham have had just as good, if not better, attacking play in this. Come on, Brad. Possession only means so much. It's about what you do with the ball. He said backs that up with paper and stats don't always tell the story of the actual game. Yep, that's what I said. On paper it looks good, but football ain't played on paper. They've had arguably, although they have had less shots, they've had the more scary opportunities. We've been the luckier of the two teams, although their goal was a deflection. And ours was good play. So swings and roundabouts. Let's just see how the second half goes, and then we'll chat about it. I'm bloody starving here, by the way, and I don't even have my teeth breaking wings. It wasn't a great advertisement for my recipe. Oh, these wings are amazing. Go to my other channel and look at the recipe. Oh, I've just broke a tooth. Shocking.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
Yeah, it's time to review the ads. There's Gillette. Sterling? Does have a wee smooth wee baby face, to be fair to him. Do you remember that mad ad from Gillette? I can't even remember what it was now. I've sort of blocked the memory of it. It's really hard to review the ads when you can't hear them. That's probably pointless. Yeah, connect with what most people would agree with. The midfield needs to be more solid and compact. It does seem to be our biggest weakness. Multiple areas of the pitch is the positioning. Wan-Bissaka seems out of position quite a lot. The two centre mids seem out of position quite a lot, and yes, they have creative freedom and there's positive to it, but the attacking even it's a bit higgledy-piggledy. Ronaldo's constantly far too deep. Bruno's constantly arguably far too high up. Tasty game after this, Tottenham-Chelsea. Come on, you Spurs. Or a draw. Come on, you draw. Draw would be a good result for everybody. What's our score predictions now for this game and for the Spurs game? What's our updated score prediction? I'm still going to stick with the 2-2. Aaron's still going to stick with the 3-0 United. Connectria says, maybe it's Ollie's tactics. It's very easy to blame the manager, so I'm trying not to. Yeah. I can't imagine the Wan-Bissaka poor positioning at times is down to tactics because he's doing it. You know, people were saying, as I've already said, people were saying Wan-Bissaka was being told to tuck in to protect Lindelof, but he's still doing it with Varane. And there ain't no way always telling Wan-Bissaka, tuck you in there and protect Varane because he's a bit whack. You know, and it's still happening. So, Connect real with the mixed emotions here. It's quite negative about the tactics and whatnot. Nothing wrong with that. I'm in the same boat. But also saying we're going to win 3-1. Love to see it. I know. I think it'll be 2 each. 2 each, and Mason will score the second one. You heard it here first. I am sweating. Don't know why I pressed that. People, I'll be back in a moment. Need to go and grab something. Meet yourselves. Sorry about that, folks. Had to eat something. And wouldn't you know it, I missed the start of the second half. There we go. We're back. Like, well, we have a good enough squad to win games, but it doesn't trust Ollie. Excuse me. Ronaldo's in. Oh. Good save. Ronaldo thinks he should have done better. Perhaps he should. Let's see it again. West Ham give it away cheaply. Bruno with a quick pass in. Ronaldo hits first time. Good save. See it from a different angle. Great save. Fabianski there with his foot. United corner. Verbs feel the next team to score will end up going on to win the game. I still think it'll be a draw, you know. 2 each. Shaw crosses it in. Ronaldo. Blocked. Come on, Fred. Come on, Fred. Doesn't get there. He looked favourite there too. Scott does well. Covering. Gives away a cheap corner. Get the wrong button.
Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Swing on.
Shit, I'm saying.
Well, that
Got it!
was fucking dreadful.
Fred. Shit. McTominay. Shit. So frustrating.
Yeah, but I'm not here for fucking swearing.
Maguire, good clearance. The ball's back out again. Fred again. Get Fred off. Get Fred off. Get Fred off. He just did another one of those weak, pissing about slide tackles. There was one just before their goal. There's another one there now. He was favourite for that ball before that corner. Just get him off. Wan-Bissaka does well there. He looks like he's really trying, to be fair to him. He looks like he's really putting in a bit of effort, taking a bit of risks, even though there's a lot of scrutiny on him at the minute. Some very disjointed football in the second half from both teams here. Greenwood there with a great interception. United have a chance now. Pogba's drowned out. They do seem to be putting 2 men on Pogba at all times here. It's a very smart move. The assist leader. Gotta drown him out. Ronaldo should have scored, says Eagle-Eyed. Actually, I genuinely I do think that Fabianski did very well to get his foot so close to the ball. He didn't really have an angle. Ronaldo didn't really have an angle to get the shot off, but I'd like to see it from a different angle. Maybe say otherwise. Ferb saying the mighty Scott. I'm not sure if he's mocking him there, or he does. Do you rate Scott? Verbs, let us know your opinion on Scott. Another corner for United. Surely one of these we've got to have a shot on target from. Maguire forgot what end of the pitch he was on there and just cleared it behind. Varane is right-footed, but he passes better than Fred with his left. There's the shots. Cristiano Ronaldo this game has had 7. Second best is Jared Bowen with 3, and no other United players on the list. That can't be right then. There's Bowen down the right. Fornals there, very wasteful. That was a good opportunity for West Ham. We look so easy to get through. Fornals there, trying to be too fancy. Wasted a good opportunity for West Ham. Hopefully that's a pivotal moment and we go on and win the game. Paul lays it off to Bruno. Back to Paul, over the bar. 2-point conversion. It's a good idea. We do play some good, intricate football. Oh, score update. 2-0 Brighton. West Ham give away a cheap corner to us here. Cresswell there. Their back pass goes out. Danny Welbeck there with the second goal for Brighton. Oh, how different Danny Welbeck's career could have been if he'd scored that goal against Bayern all those years ago. Could have went on, created legend status. That ball is not. That's not in the corner box there. It's just not. Whipped in. Comes to nothing again. That did look like it came off a West Ham player though. Fred's actually been better aerially this game. Bit of fire from Fred there. That's what I'd like to see. Just be a bit better at the football stuff. Oh.
These nuts. Got him!
Moyes was on the screen. Very nervy times at the minute. It's also not looking as if we're going to go back top of the league due to the goal difference. Oh.
These nuts.
Noise.
Got him!
I love that button. I should put a poll on the channel. What's everybody's favourite button? Just check something. It's getting a bit tasty, getting a bit heated at the minute. I'm only human after all. Better stop singing before we get copyright claimed. Don't put the blame. Shh. Nobody wants to hear it. Very weird looking at yourself. I could see my face in 3 different screens there. Nobody should have to suffer that punishment. But I do for you guys. All 1.5 of you. Come on, United. Wan-Bissaka getting forward. Decent cross. Fred trying his best to give it away there, but that time he didn't. We're playing a lot of aerial balls today, and West Ham are dealing with them very well. There's 4 United players in touching distance. Come on, Mason. Come on, Mason. Didn't have a chance. If anybody's watching wants to buy me a United shirt, I want Greenwood on the back, please. Thank you. Never mind. So there's Jesse. It's coming up the time for Ollie to make the wrong sub. What do you think? What's going to happen? Bound to see Tom Heaton come on for Luke Shaw or something like that. Here's West Ham through. Maguire does well. And again, Maguire. And again, one more. Very assured play there from Fred. Pogba runs himself into danger again. A lot of urgency from West Ham. They're not wasting time. They're not happy with the draw. A goal kick was taken very quickly there. That free kick just there now is taken very quickly. They want to get on with the game. It's good. And it says West Ham are probably the only team in the league that are equal to us physically. And Burnley. Don't forget Burnley. It's on Dash. Sean Dyche must single-handedly alone keep Strepsils in business. I'm struggling to sort of to keep the flow of the game. I don't know. I'm nervous. I feel like I could go anywhere, any moment. Something crazy's gonna happen. I don't even know who. We jabs are at Ollie there about the subs, but I don't even know what I would do. Fred's got to come off. I bring Donny on for Fred, but that's. I don't even actually know who's on the bench. I'd be tempted to take Scott and Fred off and bring on Matic and Donny. I want to see Sancho. I want to see Sancho coming off the bench and winning the game. That would really settle him in. Give him a chance. Fred for Sancho. Drop Pogba deeper. That's what we'll do. Bruno, cross it in. Cleared by West Ham. Not the perfect cross from Bruno there. A little bit better, and that could have been a goal. Or just height wise, I'd say Burnley are probably similar or taller on average. Be interesting to see if somebody can Google that. What's the average height? Connect real laughing there. I wonder if he's talking about the Strepsils. He would bring on Donny for Fred, or bring Sancho for Fred and Pogba to go on the pivot. Yeah, it's just like what I said. Yeah. So we know for sure that's definitely not going to happen. Makes too much sense. Oh, Mason. Bloody love that kid, you know. Shaw. Way out of position. Oh, well, he was taking the corner. Bruno. Not sure what that was. What was that from Bruno? We need. Do you know what we need? We need another Portuguese midfielder by the name of Ruben Neves. Imagine Ruben Neves sitting at centre mid behind Bruno and Ronaldo. Scary. Another corner. This is ridiculous. Many corners we're getting, and we're not making anything out of any of them. Bruno wins the throw. And actually, I actually think I meant to read out the comment, but somebody was referring to the set piece coach. I assume that wasn't in glowing terms because the set pieces from United have been poor, given the many corners we've had. I don't think we've really had a shot on target from any of them. Paul back to Scott. Scott with a wee bit of trickery. Gives it away. Fantastic stuff. Scott gets gets absolutely clattered in the nut. Ollie, that's the end of the game for him. Bring on Sancho or Donny.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Saying nothing. I'm so nervous. So nervous. Well, guys, did you have a good weekend? Let's not even watch football. Go over this way. I don't want to watch it. I'm too nervous. Did you have a good weekend? See any good films? All right, I'll watch it. Just gonna hit this button because I miss it.
Yeah, but I'm not here for fucking swearing.
That guy is so accidentally hilarious and tragic. If you know what this is from,
Yeah, but I'm not here for fucking swearing.
you know how tragic it is. But that sentence, that statement, said completely seriously, 100%. Not, it wasn't a joke when this person said this.
Yeah, but I'm not here for fucking swearing.
Like, unironically, just said that. Genius. Genius. Terrible person, but genius. Little moment. And not even the only one in the video. If you know, you know. Ruin my holiday. I will have to make that one of the buttons eventually. Now we're back. We're back in play. I wasn't talking about the buttons just because I had a particular interest in them. It's just because there's no football going on. But now we're back in action. Score update. 2-1 Leicester. Who'd have guessed it? Jamie Vardy. 2-1 Leicester. Get the feeling they're going to get at least a draw out of that now. Go on, Aaron. In the Greenwood. Come on, Greenwood. Bruno. We're just not getting the rub of the belly or the green. We're not getting the wee bobbles coming to us. We just need one of those. A wee jammy, wee flicky bit. Bruno. Come on, Fred. Come on, Fred. Somehow he gets away with that, but that's okay. Bruno gives it away again. Not happy with himself. Keep trying, Bruno. Keep trying. I'm not going to tell you to stop. I'm not going to complain about giving it away like that. So that little decision that he makes there, it's won us many a game since he came. You'd be a madman to ask him to stop doing that. Got us back in this game with one of those. Connect with Ollie can take out Bruno from Matic, you'll never know. Duracell Bunnies at work. Energy FC in the midfield. Great ball there from West Ham. Nick Shaw gets a block on it. Thankfully falls to Varane. Come on, Pogba. Referee. Calm down, Paul. Looked fair enough from first. Let's see it again. Very dramatic from Zuma, but if there's contact, Pogba said he got the ball. He did not get the ball. In real time, it didn't look like a foul, but it does a wee bit. Do you know what? This is going to be a goal. Do you know why I know? Because I can imagine us chatting after the game and being like, arguing whether that was a free kick or not.
These nuts. Ha! Got him!
Moyes was on the screen again. Because he looks like a what? Connect real. Because he looks like a what? So there we go. First substitution made by the opposing manager. Not Ollie. Shock, horror. No, I mean, I hit this.
These nuts.
Because he looks like a... Doesn't look like a these nuts. Crossed in. Maguire gets a head on it, but they still have it. That is a interesting moment here. Wan-Bissaka tries to make a tackle, but he brings down another West Ham player. Let's have a look at this again. This is interesting. This is probably a VAR moment. Ball's played in there. Wan-Bissaka tries to intercept it, but it's blocked by another West Ham player. Let's see. It can't be a penalty because he's not. Flip ups. That could have went either way. Depends on how the referee's feeling. But I think that's probably the fairest result as a United fan. Of course, I'm going to say that. Aaron says Zuma theatrics made it a foul. Potentially, yeah. Yeah. He stayed on his feet. Ref would have played on. Potentially, yeah. Oh, piss off. Oh, right. No, that's okay. Seen Jesse and Sancho were sitting beside each other there, and looked like it was just Jesse ready to be to come on the pitch, but it looks like both of them are coming on. Very similar looking. Sancho and Jesse are like twins, aren't they? Twins. If you know, you know. Yeah. parkour kids foul from Santiago. Yep. Similar incident to the City Walker incident yesterday. I haven't seen it. I haven't watched the highlights of that game yet. Greenwood was nearly through. The game seems to be swinging in West Ham's direction at the minute. There will be plenty of chances coming. And it might be an unpopular opinion, but it's another game that I've watched involved Declan Rice, and I just don't see what the hype is. West Ham, ball breaks down, and they're on the attack. Ronaldo with an overhead kick to clear it. Fair enough. That's a 36-year-old man who has played more football than probably anyone in history, doing an overhead clearance in his own box. It's just football, eh? Varane with a fantastic tackle there and wins the foul. Varane's he's just so good. So good. He's so good that he makes me not think about Lindelof / Nickersoff. He's just so calm, just does the right thing. And there's the twins coming on, Greenwood coming off. There's my prediction away, but I can't agree with that. He is still young. He doesn't have the stamina just yet that most players do, and Pogba off as well. Yeah. So Fred, most likely getting 90 minutes here. Necro saying Rice looks quiet. What do you think about Rice in general? I know I'm not talking about Rice that you eat before any funny bloke makes that joke. Varane is so class, yep. He's a Rolls Royce, as they say. Do you know what? I am happy with those subs. I have to admit it. I'm happy with the subs. Perhaps could have been a bit earlier, but in general, I'm happy enough. We haven't really particularly went any. Scott gives it away again. And West Ham are on the attack from it. The boy Rice there runs basically the length of the pitch there, gets right to the byline. He had a bit more pace there than I expected of him, to be fair. Ronaldo gives it away, falls down. Good footwork there from Rice. He must have heard me. He looked very good there in that couple of passages of play. Bruno with an awful shot. What was that? Kanekri with a good point there. Ollie will take Pogba off with 7 assists. Yeah. We don't look any more or less attacking. Second half stats are much more even. United with more shots, but the possession is pretty even. That's been definitely more West Ham second half than the first half. There's a big twist coming. Mark my words. Brave of Ollie to stick with Jesse. Get him straight back in. Rice again on the ball. Does okay. And Bissaka gets it out. Alexis thinks Rice is good, but I think people overrate him a bit though. Yeah, we have very similar opinions. Can I agree with you? Pretty much. Pretty well summed up. Overrated, but good player. Would be interesting to see him. Oh, would be interesting to see him in one of the top teams and see what he could do. See if he had better players around him. No disrespect to West Ham. They're a dangerous side. Not full of big names, but they play well. Shout out Moise. Ronaldo on the left. Dives for a penalty, it looks like. Goes down quite easy, but there was contact. So surely that should be a yellow card for simulation then. Let's say it again. That's last year, that's a penalty. This year, maybe not. Let's say it again. What do we think? Was that a penalty? Was it not? That'll divide a lot of opinions. From that angle, it looks like a penalty. Aaron says pen, yeah. The more you see it, the more it looks like a penalty. But you can see why the referee doesn't give it. Ronaldo's the way he falls to the ground makes it look more like a dive than it really was. Sancho to Bruno. Oh, Zuma has been very good. Zuma has been good this game. Zuma and Dog Banner both been very good. Great ball from Bruno there. Through the legs. Phenomenal block there from Zuma. That was certain goal. Oh, fuck me.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
Fred Deadmon. As Chino would say. Fred dead. Why no VAR? Because it wasn't there was no decision made and it wasn't clear and obvious. It was down to his discretion. Because they would go to VAR, go to the screen, they would go, nah, that's pretty much what I seen. Not enough contact. Move on. Because this year it isn't that any contact and you go down, it's a penalty. It's not like that this year. They've changed it. And so it was obviously clear the ref made a mistake. Not necessarily. I think it was a penalty. I know you do. But you can see why some people wouldn't, and the referee didn't. So it wasn't clearly and obviously a mistake from him. He didn't make just a wrong decision, and it wasn't a stoppage in play as well. So yeah, Santiago says Chino would say Fred Bombaclat, and Ferbs also says Fred is blood-clot dead. And you would think he'd be rassing up the ting, wouldn't you? But he's not. What did I miss there? Varane with a bad back pass. We've given away a corner here. Cheap corner. Varane out. Sell him. Get rid. I'm joking. Fred dead, man. Fred dead. Someone block him. Varane with a Victor ball. Victor's passing is better than Varane's. Especially his long range passing, so shut your face. He's just not as good a defender. But very few people are. It is so crazy how close we are to having an unbelievable team. It's just that midfield. Imagine we had an Ndidi in there or a Neves. Come on, United. Come on. Come on. Didn't score enough. I'm just trying to get us. Come on. Trying to do what Ollie should be doing. Out shouting at them. I'll have to get Mark's his perspective on the game from seeing it live. And I think he's in I would assume he's in the West Ham supporting end. Because he's there with a few West Ham fans. So it would be good, it would be interesting to see his perspective on some of the hot button moments of the game. Did he think it was a pen? Did he see who was at fault for the goal? Fred doing Fred things. Yep. Oh.
Do me a favor, please.
Oh, wrong one.
Well, that.
No, wrong one.
These nuts. Got him!
What a moment in time that was. Well done, Varane. Phenomenal. Good interception. And it says, there's a goal coming, just don't know which end. Bit like when you've got V and D, you don't know what's coming next. Which end's going to come out of or into. In terms of football. Yeah, that's what we're all here for, isn't it? Talking about vomit and diarrhea. And crisps. Where are you, Mark? Just coming to save me, please. Great touch from Sancho. Come on, Jadon. Jesse crossed it in. Ronaldo taken out off the ball. Let's have another look at this. You've seen them given. Creswell grabs Ronaldo's arm. Ronaldo makes the most of it. You've seen them given, but no. First one was much more of a penalty. And there's Maguire kicks it out for a no pressure, poor pass out for a throw in. Ollie, mate, you've another sub to make. Any chance? Get Fred dead off, please.
These nuts. Got him!
Red Dead Morning. Come on, United. You know Varane knows what to do there because he brings the ball forward under no real pressure. He's got an option right or left. Fred's on the left. Looks at Fred and goes, nope, goes right. I've defended Fred so much, it hurts me. He really is terrible. Seems like the first time in our lifetimes that Aaron has been right about something. Fred is dead. Connect with Matic coming on ahead of Donna. Yep, there's Matic. I was actually thinking that I should have said it out loud. I was thinking Ollie is definitely going to bring Matic on. Yeah, and who we're thinking it's going to be? Common sense would say Fred. It'll be Ronaldo or Bruno. Go for the win, Ollie. Have some plums. I watched the Fergie documentary again last night. Bloody bloomin' well, attack, would you? Attack. You know what United's about. Just attack. Go for it. Go for the win. We're not in a position. It's not a point of the season. There's good sub. Well, good player to come off, but 87 minutes. Should have been off 50 minutes. But bring Matic on. He's happy with the point here, isn't he? Come on, United. Fuck's sake. Matic, probably a good asset to have if we get a corner or two. West Ham do look to be sitting back. Great pass from Matic there, Jesse. Jesse shoots. It's a goal! Yes! 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 Go on, Jesse! Well, we're just completely... I may as well stop the stream. May as well stop the stream. Oh, jeez. Oh.
These nuts.
It was on the screen. Come on, Jesse. Let's do it again. Jesse cuts inside. A couple of wee dribble. Top corner. Ping-a-ling. Chicken curry. Ring sting. Boom. What a goal. Delicious. Said it about 20 minutes ago. Brave of Ollie. Keeping the faith with Jesse, give him a chance to redeem himself. Great goal from Jesse. West Ham are going to feel hard done by, but sure, what do you know? Yes. It's not over yet, but boys, not over yet. Please don't let my prediction come through for the 2 each. And let me just eat some humble pie. The substitutions worked. Although I was happy with Jesse coming on. Did say that. I wasn't too down on the Matic one. Actually, no, I'm not eating no humble pie. Ronaldo goes down. Asking for another penalty. He's laughing with disbelief. Let's have a look. He goes. Is he down before the contact? He's already going down. Referee's bottled it. The referee has bottled it. Oh, ref. Aaron says, Jesse Lingardino, Tuesday night, you're forgiven. Don't know if we'll go that far. That was as horrible. Oh.
These nuts. God!
That was as horrible as Tuesday night. His back pass was as horrible as ball's hit Shaw's arm here in the box. West Ham are very... Oh, that's a penalty. That's a fucking penalty. For looking at this, I don't want to look at the comments. Don't want to look at my WhatsApp. Checking the penalty decision, handball. They're going to give this, you know. He's going to the screen. Have to look. Show handball too close to him. They're going to give this, you know. I think he's given it. He's given it. He's fucking given it. Come on, Dave. Come on. It's, what is it, 38 or something? This is absolutely ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Fuck's sake. Mark Noble coming on. Is he coming straight for the pen? Yep. Connect Real says you're right, Tate. Hopefully not. Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. It's been too long. You've got to save one. Come on, Dave. I'm not looking at the comments in case somebody's ahead of me. Come on. I wonder how Mark's feeling. Come on, Dave. Please. Yes! He saves it! Yes! 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 Didn't I bloody tell you? Ronaldo's doing some wild diving. Come on, Jesse, do something. Get the corner. Yes! Go on, Dave. Mark Noble, you should just walk back off the pitch. Oh, Mark is one lucky guy. And that's it, full time. Yes, 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 yes. Great timing when someone's at the door. Come on, Dave. Dave, yeah, the savior. Yes. What a game. What a game, eh? What a bloody game. Dallo and Ronaldo, they seem to have sparked up a good bit of a friendship. Seen pictures of them sitting together on the plane and stuff like that. Get in there, Dave. Yeah, the savior. That's it. Come on, break your record here. And he did it. Mark Noble should have walked onto the pitch, missed the penalty. Should have just walked straight off the pitch, hanging his head in shame. You know what I gotta say? Ollie, what can you have to be it's bad that I can't just, and there's Leicester as well, finished 2-1, that's good. We just need a draw or a Spurs win and then it's a perfect day. But yeah, Ollie, it worked. What can I say? The subs worked. Subs were at good times. The goal we conceded was unlucky, and it wasn't down the Ollie. Team selection, predictable, but pretty strong, probably potentially our strongest. And there we are, joint top. Just goal difference. Get in there, yes! Bloody Dave. Man of the match, folks. We've got some folks in the building here now. Who's our man of the match? Man of the main one. Box says, woo! Justice says, eagle-eyed. The Palace fan. Rich, if you're still here, let us... Hold on, let me stop the timer. Stop the cap. Stop the count. What did you think about the penalties, Rich? The Ronaldo... Do you think they were? You must, if you're saying justice. Gabriel says, get in. Another L4.
These nuts. Got him!
I'm making a good point there. It says it was the Euro final all over again, bringing on a sub for a pen only to fail. Yep. It only adds on to the pressure of if it doesn't go in, like the player's going to get more abuse. Like Mark Noble is going to get more abuse than if Rice took it and missed. You know, and it's weird. I mean, if you agree to that, I don't know, but to me that's how it seems. If Rice had took that and missed, you would feel not as bad against Rice. I'm not wording this very well. Than Noble coming on just to take it. It's like he's just come on and missed a penalty. Didn't he? Like, you know what I mean? Dave for the save, yes. Davis, save us. Connect with saying said sorry I meant I gotta love and you'll I think he means I'll love and leave you. Gotta go piss off my little bro, he's a City fan. He must be quite young then because obviously the club is only about 4 years old. Verbs, both of them should have been given. Eagle Eye agrees. Both penalties, refereeing decisions with pens not given have been poor. The West Ham penalty was a penalty. That's a handball. He takes a big risk trying to block the ball with his arm up so high, and his hands like out, like pointing out. It's not a good sign as well. That was a penalty. The two Ronaldo ones, maybe the 3 or 4 Ronaldo ones, but the two main ones towards the end, last year they're given for sure. But I think at least one of them should have been given, to be fair. Aaron says I've had a pen yet this season. It's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point. It's difficult to defend without outstretched arms, though, yes, but to a degree, to a level. It was in an unnatural position, as they say, and that's why you do see, especially last year, you've seen people putting their arms behind their backs to avoid that. Shaw potentially should have had his arms lower. They're always, most of the time, they're given. If it wasn't for the two ungiven ones for United, you'd be less going and flip that's unfair. You know what I mean? That sort of way. But yeah, flip me. What a game. What an end. I'm so glad I wasn't right. I said 2-2 all along. Right, folks, what's our man of the match? I'm gonna think, who's the man of the match? Dave's got to have a good shout, to be fair. And then we've got a hater in the building. Jacob Corrigan says Flop Naldo. Yeah, 4 goals in 3 games. So that is the definition of a flop, isn't it?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Although, is he talking about the diving and doing the belly flap, perhaps? That's a bit more accurate. Santiago, De Gea man of the match. Okay. Aaron says, thought Shaw was too close to him to get his hand out of the way. It was definitely not intentional. No, not intentional, but in an unnatural position. The thing that made me be a wee bit, is it because his hand was up there before the West Ham player even sort of gestures to cross it? Is it like his hand's already up? So he doesn't lift his hand as the ball's being crossed. That's why I thought there's a chance that it might not be given. But I think by the letter of the law, it's unnatural position, so it's given. Ferb says Fred. I don't know if that's man of the match. Aaron agreeing, saying Dave. Yeah, that was my first thought. Dave. Everyone's going to say that though now because of it's just so fresh after the penalty save. But the goal couldn't have done anything about. He made a couple of good saves. He commanded the box well. We've seen today at least once, where he's gathering the ball in the corner of the box, so he was out a bit more vocal. So yeah, it has to be Dave. Probably due to a lack of a contender. Who would be outfield players? Who's the best outfield player? Let's say there's the Jesse goal again. What a finish! I'm so jealous of Mark as well. That would have been an unreal game to go to. Unless he's sitting in the West Ham end. There's the save. Davis saves. Get up, mate! And there we have the two saviours getting interviewed. That's always a good sign. Yeah, it has to be Dave. Really, you can't look past him, especially given the the recent grief and all that he's had to go through recently, he's shown through, and he's our keeper. He's our man. And what you got to remember is you got to stand by your man. Why am I singing? Right, it's I'm just tired and I got to go. That's when I start singing. Folks, it's been emotional. It's been a roller coaster. Shout out Dave. Shout out Jesse. Shout out me. Shout out Connect Real in the building. Shout out Aaron in the building. Shout out Santiago, Rich, Ferbs, Jacob Corrigan, the Flop Naldo here. And nobody else. No, I just can't remember. Santiago's trying to trigger me, but I'm not even going to respond to you.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
And Jesse saves me having to hit these buttons, but I just want to hit them anyway. So
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
at times it was.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Good assessment of the game.
Yeah, but I'm not here for fucking swearing.
Good point.
These nuts. Got him.
And that's for David Moyes. I'm out of here. You're a